Gonna be an early day today. Yes, sir. Early day today. Let's get it. Early. Apparently they send an ice over.
On the ground in Minneapolis, conducting a massive investigation into child care and other widespread fraud as DHS and the FBI ramp up a statewide crackdown. Federal prosecutors say that the total fraud in Minnesota could ultimately be more than $9 billion.
Holy shit.
Director Todd Lyons joins us now. Mr. Director, thanks so much for joining the program. I want to bring
You mean to tell me there's over $9 billion of fraud in Minnesota alone? That's crazy.
Attention to this. This is a stat that we got from the Attorney General. 98 individuals were charged. 85 of those charged are of Somali descent. And we know that some of this money was going to terrorism and, of course, criminal activity. What can you tell us about what you're learning on the ground there?
95 charges were filed already. That's crazy.
Hey, Lawrence, good seeing you. Yeah, so ICE has been on the ground in Minnesota for a while now looking at these fraud claims. And one thing now the Homeland Security Investigation Special Agents are looking into is just that you said, that money trail of where this money is going to foreign aid. Obviously looking at any type of links to any criminal activity, obviously terrorism activity. And one thing you will see is that ICE is actually out there going with criminal warrants to conduct these investigations. So all too often you hear that ICE is just out there terrorizing the community or conducting administrative work. We've been on the ground in Minnesota.
They're federal agents. I mean, come on, guys. We all know that that's just fucking rhetoric that people say because they don't want ICE members there deporting people in the communities that don't belong there. They're just idiots that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, let's be honest.
Conducting criminal investigations, and Homeland Security investigations has gone door to door to a lot of these suspected fraud sites all over St. Paul and Minnesota, and we're learning a lot.
Good. Crack down, shut these businesses down, debank these people, take all their shit because it doesn't belong to them, it's all taxpayer money, and throw their ass out of the country.
Mr. Director, this is what the governor is saying in response to this in a statement. The governor has worked for years to crack down on fraud and asked the state legislature for more authority to take aggressive action. He has strengthened oversight, Governor Tim Walz, spokesperson. But they hadn't been aggressive, and it wasn't until your leadership, as well as the president's leadership, that you guys start serving these criminal warrants. So who dropped the ball here?
Lawrence, what we're seeing is there's always a tide when it comes to sanctuary jurisdictions where you can hide in plain sight. You see a lot of these fraudsters use a lot of the sanctuary rules and sanctuary protections to, enact in criminal fraud just like this. Secretary Noem has had us up in Minnesota. We had Operation Twin Shields with the FBI, CIS, and Homeland Security investigations. We were in September and November. We've been on the ground for so long looking into these states that are conducting these type of material fraud. And when Homeland Security investigations goes into these businesses, there is criminal activity when it comes to labor trafficking, child trafficking, human exploitation. And that's what we're looking at up there in Minnesota. And you'll always come back to these sanctuary jurisdictions where you'll find them, like, again, hiding in plain sight and using those sanctuary protections to employ, not only illegal aliens, but conduct criminal fraud just like you're seeing right now.
It's unbelievable.
Well, yeah, you can't tell me Tim Walz has no idea that was happening. The man must absolutely know. There's no way.
Reaction to this, Mr. Director.
It's a complete failure from the government, from the top down. Like,
mayor of Los Angeles. And this is what she had to say about Latino border agents. Let's listen.
Well, in a way, I think it's sad. I think that those Border Patrol agents are going to have a difficult time when they're out in the field and they see what actually happens in real life, separate from their training. But I do understand that their primary incentive is financial.
What's your response to that, Mr. Director?
You know, those are just sad comments. The men and women of ICE are all from all nationalities. We have so many that are first-generation Americans that have just want to serve their country, and they want to be federal law enforcement officers. You know, and it's really bad to politicize law enforcement in any aspect, but to take cheap shots at the men and women who put their lives on the line every day to go out there and serve the nation, to make their community safe. And it's just not a time and place for any type of elected officials to use, you know, the fact of a racial profiling in reverse, targeting the men and women of law enforcement.
Yeah, it's pretty insane, especially when you consider that the Border Patrol is 50% Hispanic. And of course, there's a lot of minorities that are policing federal agents in ICE as well. And you're leading with them, Todd. Mr. Director, thanks so much for joining the program.
Great seeing you, Lars. Happy New Year.
I'm Steve Ducey.
Yo, W video from Fox, bro.
Brian
Fox?
Kilmeade.
And I'm
Fox always got it.
from the fraud scandal in Minnesota. Is expanding as the feds surge resources to the Democrat-led state to investigate. Welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. Good morning. I'm Molly Line. Hi, Bill.
Molly, good morning to you. I'm Bill Malugin. Bill Hemmer and Dana Perino have the day off. The Department of Homeland Security releasing new video showing agents going door to door, all as part of a fraud crackdown in the state of Minnesota. This comes after a viral video appeared to show taxpayer-funded daycare centers largely inactive. And pressure is now building for Minnesota Governor Tim Walz to be held accountable.
The cover of today's New York Post saying it all. Walls close in. Republicans calling the scandal evidence of failed Democrat leadership.
Tim Walz and Keith Ellison have been looking the other way. Billions of dollars have been stolen from Minnesota taxpayers.
You can't believe a word that comes out of his mouth. What we're seeing in Minnesota is just the tip of the iceberg.
This has to end.
And they were right, but I think that even now that the amount has gone up to $9 billion, they're saying that they found over $9 billion in fraud. There's no way that amount's not about to skyrocket again, because this is just one state.
Every American should watch how taxpayer money was spent. You have some of us right now that are calling that out, will continue to call that out. It can't be business as usual for the future success of this country.
Garrett Tenney is live from our Midwest Bureau with a story that just seems to get bigger and bigger. Garrett, good morning.
Molly, good morning to you. The federal crackdown in Minnesota over potential fraud is ramping up on multiple fronts now. Not only do you have DHS and FBI agents on the ground, but the Small Business Administration is now halting all federal funding to the state after identifying $430 million in PPP loans in Minnesota that are suspected of fraud. As we've been reporting, these concerns over fraud, particularly in the child care space in Minneapolis, go back more than a decade, including these surveillance videos that were part of a case prosecuted by Hennepin County back in 2015. The video shows parents checking their kids into a daycare and then walking back out with them minutes later. Our Minneapolis Fox station reported that sometimes the kids wouldn't even show up, and that either way, the businesses would bill the state for a full day of services.
That's
this
crazy.
other video shows parents then allegedly receiving envelopes of cash as kickbacks from the owners. The state is responding to these latest allegations of fraud at child care centers, claiming that it's already investigated many of the businesses in Nick Shirley's viral video.
So there have been ongoing investigations with several of those centers. None of those investigations uncovered findings of fraud. One of the centers, Quality Learning Center, closed just over a week ago.
Oh, that's funny that it closed a week ago after the video was published, right? Isn't that kind of odd?
Those claims is that the manager of the Quality Learning Center says they never closed, and they are even open now, and that the state agency was putting out false information. All of this is raising more questions about the credibility of the state agencies who are supposed to...
Oh, that was the state agency trying to cover for everything? Well, man, those 98 arrests that they got from these facilities, I guess they just didn't happen, huh?
Overseeing these programs that are now being investigated.
The fundamental problem here is that we have a governor and an administration that has totally broken its trust with the people of Minnesota.
It's not broken its trust, bro. It's been corrupt since day one. And not to mention how many whistleblowers are coming forward now that were all part of this, that are saying, yes, this happened. You can't cover this up. It's done.
Difficult for any Minnesotan, and it's very difficult for us to take at face value anything that the Walz administration says on this topic.
As all of these investigations continue, Attorney General Pam Bondi says the Justice Department has now charged 98 individuals in Minnesota with fraud. 85 of them are Somalis, and she says more prosecutions are on the way. Molly?
Garrett Tenney, thank you. Bill?
Molly, for more on this, we are joined by Jonathan Turley. He's a constitutional law professor as well as a Fox News contributor. Jonathan, as always, great to see you and good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Bill.
So we just heard it in Garrett's report there. Minnesota officials say they've looked into some of these centers in that now viral video. They found no fraud. And Jonathan, they're still being paid. Take a listen to what they had to say.
Each of the facilities mentioned in the video has been visited at least once in the last 6 months as part of our typical licensing process. For the current child care centers that have been named in the video, we have not paused. There isn't a current pause.
That's okay. You don't have to pause it because the federal government paused that shit anyway. You don't need to pause anything. You're good. The federal government stepped in and said, nope.
Their payments. As we gain more information from the folks that are out visiting today and gathering additional information, that may change. But currently, there is no pause on any of the those individual centers.
Jonathan, it's kind of hard to believe, but they haven't even paused those payments to maybe look into it a little bit further. Give us your thoughts.
Well, the surge of federal resources into Minnesota is going to help a great deal. You know, the fact is you can't have this extensive level of alleged fraud without interstate criminal activity. Most of this is interstate. They're using wires and phones, and they're transporting out of state. So the feds have a basis to go in there. In addition to the fact that some of this is playing with federal money. You know, if Minnesota wants to burn billions, then do that if that's what they want to do. But they can't do that if it's a federal crime, and they sure can't do that with federal money. And when Governor Walz says, well, you know, I've been trying to get more authority, fraud's been illegal for a long time. I mean, you've been, and there have been some prosecutions in the past. This isn't a lack of authority. This appears to be a lack of interest, impulse, a lack of effort by state regulators and prosecutors. So we'll see what the feds come up with here. But Minnesota is really looking at a mountain of hurt coming down on them because this is getting worse by the day.
Another thing that's kind of been uncovered through all this process and these investigations is Minnesota apparently has a voter policy that allows registered voters to, quote, vouch for up to 8 other people who want to do same-day voter registration.
What? Yo, that's fucking schizo. What?
Here's a little excerpt of that policy. It says, quote, a registered voter can vouch for up to 8 voters. You cannot vouch for others if someone vouched for you. Jonathan, is the honor system a good way to run elections?
What?
It's so bizarre. It's really breathtaking. The fact is, most of the citizens in this country, according to polls, just want voter ID. That you just show your ID, you confirm your identification.
Yeah, of course.
You've got states like Minnesota coming up with these kindergarten rules instead of just having simple voter ID systems.
Well, you know why? Because it puts more people like Ilhan Omar in fucking power. That's why. Duh. It keeps people that shouldn't be in power in power. Come on, like, it's not even a question. What better way to run a state than to import a bunch of people that will win you the vote, push out all of the Americans, and then do them even more disservice by doing this weird kindergarten-style voting system Like, it's like they're completely, like, broken off from the American culture altogether. It's crazy. All this for money.
Work. This is overwhelmingly popular with American voters. And so we really have to sort of hash through this in the coming election. It's going to be one of the issues.
If you're too dumb to get a fucking ID, you shouldn't be voting. If you're too stupid to get an ID, you should not have anything to do with American politics.
That's going to be in the forefront because we have new investigations that are showing serious problems in a lot of states with ongoing voter ID failures.
And I do want to ask you about the ongoing case against the alleged D.C. Pipe bomber suspect. He's got a hearing later this afternoon, a detention hearing, after prosecutors say he confessed to the crime. Here's U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro. A post she put on social media says, quote, "My office has filed court documents that Brian Cole Jr.
It's crazy, dude. Oh my God, excuse me.
Quality Learning Center has now been interviewed.
The YouTuber that was making the claims, you were here earlier today. I came here at 1 o'clock. You were here. Where are you now? You claim we're closed. You claim we're on Friday. Where are you? Why are you not here right now? It's like,
why aren't you recording us while we're putting on this obvious performance to look like we're not defrauding? You've got to be fucking retarded. Like, how are you fucking, like, how can you be this retarded? This is crazy.
You're trying to...
It still says learning center.
I was gonna say, there's still earring over there.
It's like, dude, this is out of like fucking Reno 911 or Portlandia or something.
It's kind of hard to believe this is real. Like, Jesus.
I'm trying to think of another like satire show. It's like, this is the, you know, the Parks Department at like Parks and Recreation. That's like the dumb person, right? It's like Zoolander 3. You know, Derek Zoolander gets appointed to be governor of Minnesota.
Put out a certain message about a certain group. I'm not going to make that claim. I don't want to make that claim without me knowing him personally, but that's what it seems like he's doing.
Oh, okay. So it's all about you being Somalian. Right, of course. Yeah. That's the real problem. So you know what's funny about this is that according to that other video, you got roached out by your own guys. So I don't think anybody...
So many whistleblowers came forward and talked about this.
...is making this about every Somalian when a lot of the whistleblowers are also Somalians.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying, hey, you know, this is fucking ridiculous. I gotta say something about this. Just total bullshit.
His front. Where are you right now? He was here earlier. He was recording us. We had no issue with it. He told me, hey, just get off our property. You can record. No, he's not here. He came outside of those hours.
What does it say here? The quality of the learning center, says YouTuber Nick Shirley, dropped by hours before the center was over. A sign on the door says it's open from 2 to 10 p.m. We witnessed about 20 kids get dropped off Monday afternoon, days after the YouTuber accused them of not having any kids. Anybody who believes this stuff is the kind of person who would have been naturally selected. But we live in such a safe society, they're multiplying. That's what's happened. So if you actually believe this, like, what are we doing? Krassenstream believes it. He doesn't believe. They are lying retards. This is why you can't debate and argue with these people. They will look at somebody that gets caught for fraud, who then stops doing the fraud, and then say, see, it didn't happen. That's the way they think. And why do they think like that? Because they don't want it to be true. They're not logical. They're not rational.
They're going with the flow and they're scared to go against it.
Look at what makes sense. They come to a conclusion and then they work backwards to justify it. Even if it's true, there's still no windows and the glass is blacked out. And the shit got shut down. And they can't spell the fucking sign. And they locked them out. And they wouldn't give her the ability to even sign the kid up. They didn't even give the paperwork. And they opened a door and there was nobody there. There was no crying babies or anything like that. They think with their emotions not to break. They're so fucking stupid. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Such dishonest people. Absolutely.
What's crazy is that Fox just did a thing showing that these people would show up with the kids from like security cameras across the street. They would show up with the kids, leave minutes later, and then there were other cameras showing them taking piles of money in envelopes, and giving it to the parents of the kids. So it's obvious there's something going on here. There is something that is really fraudulent going on here.
Outside of those hours, and then claim, hey, they're closed, and they're still making money.
And it's crazy that this guy's saying that, but they've got other people. They have other people that are working, and he even interviewed other people that are working around this quality learning center that have said they've never seen kids once.
Taxpayer money to work, and it's like you don't come outside of operational hours and then say they're using taxpayer money. That was completely false. As you can see, we're open Mondays through Thursdays, 2 to 10 p.m. He was here earlier. I don't see him right now. So it's like, are you trying to record that we're doing fraud, or are you trying to put the Somali name and the fraud in the same sentence?
This shit is not gonna work, guys. Like, y'all gotta stop doing this. This shit is so embarrassing. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You had to happen. But wait, I put the cookie back. Why aren't you? Wait, shouldn't you be happy because I just put a cookie in the cookie jar? No, bro, you took it out earlier. What do you mean?
That's what really hurt us the last couple of days. We're open. We've been open. We haven't closed. We've been open for eight and a half years now. We haven't closed once during that period.
It's crazy he says that, because this is the same facility that supposedly had closed down and came up as a new daycare. So he's even bold-faced lying now.
Touch on that first. The second thing is,
doesn't that mean that the violations were then not actually done properly? Because if they had that many violations and they never got closed in order to fix and solve the violations, then I feel like also that's really just another indictment on the federal government or the state government.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't missed a paycheck. I bet they haven't missed a paycheck. It's interesting how kids, after there were no kids there, but now 20 kids show up for daycare, even after a person who lives there says he's never seen any kids go in or out of the building.
Exactly.
2 people said that. It was the guy that was doing the interview with him, and then also the random guy on the street.
Yep.
So at a certain point, you have to really wonder what's going on here. And then especially whenever another news station did like a camera outside of one of these places, and it showed that they were billing the state for like 100 kids, and there were 3 kids that came in.
Mm-hmm.
It still says luring, for fuck's sake. It's so ridiculous.
kind of laughable is the sign. We messed up the sign. We paid somebody to do our sign. He incorrectly did it. We're having him work on it. We paid him to correct the sign. He said it'll be.
Bro said that the dude that had all the paperwork for these places said that it had been saying the same thing for over 9 years. Like, what are we talking about?
So by the end of this week, our sign will be fine.
The sign's gonna be fine by the end of the week. I wonder how long it's been not fine.
Third thing, which is the fraud claim. There's no fraud going on whatsoever. Kids come to us, clients come to us, their parents come to us. They're here daily. They leave on time. They come on time. There's no fraud going on whatsoever.
There's no fraud. Okay, well.
Where those claims came from, I mean, if a group of people does fraud, you don't paint the brush with everyone in that group.
You're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else is doing that until you started doing it. No, see, you don't understand. No. See, they hate everybody that's Somalian. No, we didn't all do it. No, of course not. But like, you want to go after everybody, but like, because you're racist because you're saying we all do it. No, we're not.
No. We don't want to go after every Somalian. We just want to go after the ones that are defrauding the government. I don't care about the rest of them. I don't give a fuck about them. You come here, you work, and you pay taxes. Fine, stay. I don't care. As long as you're paying taxes and you're not a net negative to our culture, our society, and you assimilate with American people, I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't care. Don't cause no crime. Come here, pay your taxes, go to work, and don't take out of our system. Add to our system.
Well, why are you saying all of us do it? Oh my God. Not once did a YouTuber say anything about all Somalian. Yeah, it's crazy that people just will let themselves be lied to whenever they agree with something. It's so embarrassing. People like this used to try to be friends with tigers back in the day, and these problems would solve themselves. But nowadays...
Like the dude that tried to be friends with the bear and he got, like, apparently he disappeared.
Let these people run wild and they can vote. I keep telling you
Bro
guys,
got turned into bear shit.
we need to stop people from voting. We do. We got to stop them from voting.
Don't say, hey, there's a group of people that are Somali that are doing fraud. Say, hey, every single Somali must be part of fraud. No, we're
Nobody's saying that.
owners.
Your business owners? Yeah, that's the problem. That's the entire problem.
Being a business owner is extremely tough. Trying to raise kids.
Oh, poor you. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a daycare business owner do a damn thing. You know what they do? They do what every other fucking person does that runs a company. Dick. They do nothing. They sit behind a desk all day and let all the workers they hire take care of everything. Shut the fuck up, man. That tells me everything that I need to know about you.
That are not yours, that are others, is extremely tough as well. But then for people to come and go like, hey, they're not really working, they're just taking free money. If any of us have children here, raising children is not easy. I
love how he's trying to get off with the, well, we had 20 kids come in after 2. Bitch, you're asking for government money for 98 kids. Like, what are we doing? Like, even that is like, what are you doing?
Trying to help them with schoolwork, trying to build their manners is not easy work.
Yeah, I know, like, right? You're trying to help them with their schoolwork and you can't even spell learning right. Dumbass bitch can't even get the sign right. You go here, we got fucking leering on the fucking sign outside the goddamn facility. Can't even spell the name right on the facility, but they're helping kids, man. They're helping kids with their learning. No, they're helping them with their leering.
When somebody comes and does that, it's really disheartening in the community itself.
I love how he's doing this, saying all of this in front of the sign. Dumbass.
For 8 years now, we do nothing but to uplift the community, uplift our children, uplift one another.
Is that what you were doing whenever you were yelling at Nick Shirley and telling him to get off the property? Is that what you were doing whenever you were shoving the door closed in his face after he was trying to ask you if he could enroll his kid in y'all's facilities? That's interesting. That's really interesting.
Uplift Somalis to make a better community for all of us.
Exactly. That's the problem, is that you guys try to take money, act as a racial interest group, and then not assimilate, not become part of America, but become an enclave inside of a host nation and be as parasitic as you possibly can be. This is it. We got to send these people back. We do. We got to send them back. Like, this is crazy. It's insane. And any of them having fraud, we got to say, yo, bro, leave your shit here. We're keeping it. That's our shit.
When somebody comes in and says, hey, they're not doing it, it's just like if he would have came during operational hours and there's no one here, okay, he's got a point. He came, I think it was 11 a.m. Obviously, there's no cars in the parking lot. If you look around, there's cars now. Yeah, because our employees are here.
Wow. I can't believe that.
So does that explain the snow that was piled up that looked like it hadn't been moved in months? Hell, even that door behind you looks like it hasn't even been opened. There's still snow blocking the door behind him. The door hasn't even been opened.
Straight again. So after there was an investigation into this,
you know what's even crazier is that this place supposedly got shut down last week. Just watch the Fox News video on that.
Had people come to the place. Oh my God.
Our clients out here.
They're so full of shit, man.
I've seen 7-year-olds gaslight better than this.
And it doesn't even matter if he's trying to gaslight the internet. The feds are investigating all of these locations now. People have been arrested. 98 people have been arrested. 78 of them have been convicted.
Obviously, our door's not gonna be
You can
open.
tell he's lying.
We're not open today.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even about telling somebody's lying. I mean, it's obvious this is
Oh, look at
happening.
that. Someone
There's
did
so
go
many
in.
other points on the graph that show this. Like, anybody that's believing this is a retard. It is. They're complete fucking retards.
Yes! Hell yeah! Come on, baby! Come on! Yes!
Yeah, if only he knew that instead of selling blue crack, all he had to do was open up a leering center down in Minnesota. If only he knew, he'd have made millions. Wouldn't have had to get involved with gang members. Would have been a whole different show.
Come on. No, bro.
Yes!
Wow. Minnesota healthcare company run by Mohammed. But if you say Mario, it's ridiculous.
Well,
It's kind of crazy how stupid they play off of. Like, you realize that we have a race of people that have moved into America, are currently not assimilating, living as a parasite in Minnesota. And this is happening all over the country. This isn't just in Minnesota. Destroying the federal government for millions of dollars. The total estimate so far in Minnesota has jumped from over $1 billion to $9 billion of frauded money. They are popping up with these leering centers. And to boot, we have people making the contact owners of these places Muhammad. If that doesn't show just how stupid and, like, fucking retarded Americans can be, I don't know what does. I've never seen a better advocate for removing voter rights than this right here. This is just mind-blowing to me, how stupid people are.
Weird.
And it's like the Somali people that are doing this, and the people that are doing this just in general, the scammers that are doing this, they know that Americans are just fucking stupid. Man, you gotta be a level of stupid I've never seen if you really fallen for this shit.
My claims, and I saw this company called Community.
Muhammad Squared?
Muhammad Squared.
And I was like, who are these people?
They were billing her Medicaid.
Day after day.
Billing a lot.
180.
180 bucks. That's a lot of money. That's big money. Turn it up a little bit.
$90.
Week after week.
Same thing.
Month after month.
Until you saw their name on your insurance billing, had you ever heard of this company?
No. This company, Community Care Partners, has never worked with me in any way, shape, or form.
And they're
Like,
just
who
billing
are you?
her
I don't know
over
who
and
you
over.
are.
Who are Community Care Partners?
It's because they don't have surnames, so they use their grandfather's name as a surname? Really? Huh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Their website says they provide ARMS. ARMS is the acronym for Adult Rehabilitative Mental Health Services, a Medicaid program overseen by the Minnesota Department of Human Services that helps an individual develop and enhance psychiatric stability.
I've never received any type of armed services.
Online.
So they just
started billing her insurance for that? They just started randomly billing this lady's insurance for the service. What the fuck?
Shit she didn't even do.
Online, Community Care Partners solicits referrals with very detailed information requested. The exact info you'd need to start billing someone's Medicaid.
It's my last one.
When you click on Meet Our Team, you get a page with no information.
Oh!
It does say, find us at our working location in St. Anthony.
What about
Let's go see if Community Care Partners is actually here.
I love you, Drive
So
safe.
Care 11 set out to do just that.
This is the address. It says it's Suite 312.
We found a small sign on a door in a
Okay.
mailbox
And
but no
nobody's
one
going to answer.
Doesn't look like.
I love how this all started from one independent journalist, W. Nick Shirley.
Anybody's actually here. It's 1:45, so we're in the middle of the day during business hours.
Yeah, sure.
The Secretary of State
So
website.
it's 1:35. Oh, guys, wait a minute. I already know what, the idiots on Twitter are going to say. Oh, well, they were out during lunch. You went during lunch in order to make them look bad. And I'm sure you also had them, you infiltrated their system and charged this woman a bunch of times also to make them look bad.
Listed a manager. When Carol Evan contacted her, she provided evidence that she
Siesta?
sold
No,
the
that's
business
somewhere
in
else.
December 2023.
That's going to be the
That
ones in
sale
Texas.
happened before the ghost billing to Erna's insurance started, and the timing raises even further questions. State Medicaid data reveals Community Care Partners billed just $20,000 in 2022 and $10,000 in 2023.
Okay, so kind of
However,
losing business.
In 2024, under
This is like one of those things where like they're comparing the size of planets, right? And it's like, okay, if you think
I hate it when it zooms out. Because when it zooms out, it's about to be like quadruple.
Big. There's like this other planet that's like fucking, like
Yep.
it's like the sun's like 1 pixel next to this planet,
Yep.
right?
new ownership, the company's Medicaid billing didn't just
Jesus!
grow, it exploded by nearly 7,000% to more
They just don't give a fuck, man. They're not even trying to be subtle. They're just like money now.
Diablo Immortal. This is serious.
than $700,000.
Wow.
My God.
In Erna's case, the money was paid when no services were provided.
To be blunt, you feel like fraud was committed?
Oh, absolutely. There's no way it was not committed.
Eventually, Carol Evan received an email from one of the current
Over $1 trillion, I think we lose every year to fraud that benefits primarily low-income immigrants.
And we wonder why
illegals.
our thing has like doubled since 2019. Our deficit.
And also citizens too. Like there are some native-born. It's not like all the immigrants are doing everything bad. There's also our citizens are also doing bad shit
It's
too.
because they taking all our goddamn money. Ain't no wonder why that bitch doubled.
Think about that, $1 trillion.
refused to participate in an interview, but acknowledged fraudulent billing. He wrote that when they learned of a client's allegations, we immediately conducted an internal review and, that same day, terminated the staff member involved.
For sure, right? And then you rehired them the day after.
First things first, I'm actually so shocked that Trump is attacking us. I think Trump should be thanking us in multiple ways, and I'm going to explain.
For what?
Yeah, thank you for taking my taxpayer money. The fuck?
I think we are a good example of what the American dream can look like.
You're right. The only problem is that we have to pay for it.
Exactly.
No, it's a great point. Like, you should look at the way that Somalians live in Minnesota and realize that that should be you.
That should be your American dream. And it can't be because you're being hiked over the coals and taxes.
That should be you. No, it's a great point. Yeah. No, this should absolutely be you. 100%.
You do realize this causes a bleed effect to the entire system, right? If you have all these people taking out all this tax money, they have to raise taxes in order to meet that demand of money being taken out. Now, when you do that, you make everything go up. Everything in America goes up. Your taxes get taken more out of your check, of the check that you already are struggling with. So instead of them taking 100, they take 150, or they take 200 out of your check. And if you're only making $1,000 every 2 weeks, that's a lot of fucking money. And now you have to save up to, and then you've got all these people living here now that are taking up all the fucking houses, which means that demand for houses are going up. Demands for apartments are going up. They're also utilizing, claiming that they're either citizens or whatever. They're taking out food stamps. That's causing the demand to go up, which means that that's also going to skyrocket. Like, you are exacerbating this problem decades ahead of its time. That's the reason why we're probably not even going to have social. Like, they're using dead people. They're taking these dead people and they're using the Social Security benefits that these people would be getting naturally at the age of 65 now, or like using them to pull out it's all fraud. It's just fraud among piles of fraud. And they're like, And then they're going to sit there and on their nice little TikTok and tell you that you should just be a nice dumbass American and let us keep doing it. Come on.
Like Somali Americans, and it's making me sad and it's funny. Like I know Somali people are very funny. We're like the class clan who also happens to be valedictorian. Somalis in Minnesota are so successful.
Valedictorian, isn't this?
I know a lot of fucking stupid ass people that came out of college. There's a lot of dumbass people that come out of college. Anyone could go get a degree in college. You know why? Because because it's easy to just look up most of the stuff and just study the tests and study the books. Like, just read the fucking book. That's what they told me the entire time I went to the fire academy. Just read the fucking book. Anyone can pass college and still be a complete and total fucking dimwit.
IQ of Somalia like in the 60s over there? Like, what do you mean valedictorian? I don't know about that.
I take multiple trips a year to Minnesota, and I leave so inspired. You have Somali-owned law firms, Somali-owned pharmacies, Somali-owned everything you can think of, and it's...
And that's the
That's
problem.
what I was saying. There's scams everywhere.
Yeah.
Scams everywhere. It's not just one. It's not like daycare is the only place. Well, what do y'all think the probability is that the daycare is the only place they're scamming, right? I mean, really, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
They have healthcare places too. I mean, we just saw that video of the lady getting scammed. She'd never been there.
Daycare is the only place that's happening? Nah, bro, like it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Think about it. If you own a healthcare company that's Somalian, and then you own a daycare and an insurance company as a Somalian, you just hit the triple three, because you can use the healthcare organization to bill random people, and then if you own the insurance company, you can get a double whammy, because it's all because the insurance company is going to pull that shit from taxes and feed it into the other company, and then and then both of those companies are going to pull taxes. It's a fucking spider web, man.
so inspiring to see that what my
The
community
triple
could do
threat.
in just 30 years.
Yeah.
Literally, we came to this country not speaking English, not knowing anything. We're black, Muslim, we're immigrant, and we're
Yeah, and a lot of y'all still don't speak English.
to be that successful.
I'll give them that. A lot of the Somalian people that have integrated here actually know English. Even the people that were at the Leering Center, they knew English. Like, I'll give them that. If they were going to be, if we were going to have a culture that would assimilate, not parasitize our society, I feel like Somali would be that third worlder that I think that if they would just get away from the fraud, and if the whistleblowers would, in fact, try to take as far, like any Somalian that is involved with this, run. Because they're going to come for you. They're going to.
It should be really applauded.
No, you guys are not that successful in Minnesota. 89% of immigrant Somali households are on some type of welfare.
That's the problem. That's the that's the fucking problem.
Time for you guys to go. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Amen to that.
The jig's up.
We don't even have healthcare for our own people. Why the fuck we importing or allowing these people to come over here? And we can't even keep the people that we have off the streets. We can't, like, whenever I was working at Sonic making $600 and my rent was $500, like, this was a good time. My rent was $500 a month. I was making $600 every 2 weeks. And I was getting $80 in food stamps. How the fuck we allowing these people to come up in here and do this? This is crazy.
It's been fun. You had a great 30 years. It's been a great run, guys. And I gotta respect them in a way, right? I mean, y'all really
Game
just
meet
came in
game,
here,
right?
put your dick on the table and said, listen, bitch, this is the way it's gonna be. And some people listened. They did. And they shouldn't have, but they did. But
it's over.
It's over now.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. We gotta move back. We gotta go beyond this.
Look above my head, you'll see that.
And also,
give me a second. Give me a second. You bake.
Here's another component. This is really important. A lot of these low-income immigrant populations that are like other, like besides Somalians, like, you know, like people from South America, they're doing the same thing. It's not like Somalians are like the monopolizers of scams. They're not the monopolizers of coming to America and living off of American fucking taxpayers, right? This is happening everywhere. It's a completely unsustainable situation. It is. Even Canada is deporting people. We don't want them. I don't believe Canada is deporting anybody. But how do they get over here and know how to rig our system? Because it's easy. They get enabled by doing it.
It's because people are showing them how to do it. From a certain senator, maybe Tim Walz, Ilhan Omar, who knows? The thing is that they're here, they're doing it, and we got to get them out.
And there are some people that are Americans that work with them to make it easier for them. So, like, they might have an inside of, like, some administration or some government office. And so they work with that person in order to do things. That's generally what happens.
Are on cash. If we go over to food stamps, you'll see that 62%
oh my God.
are on food stamps.
Yeah, you look at this, right? 28% of Medicaid. So, like, again, I don't see how this is there's no other solution to this other than mass deporting all of them.
Like we can't even get our shit together. Why are we importing all these people? We can't even take care of ourselves right now. How are we going to help somebody else? You can't even help people at home. You know what I'm saying? Like
people that are on welfare should be every single one of them should be deported. Every single one.
Look at the difference between the native households and the Somali immigrants and the Somali immigrant households. Like look at that. That's crazy. Like that's insanity. Like that little like peach colored bar, that's every American that is black, that's Hispanic, that's white, that is Asian, that is every like American that has citizenship. It's crazy.
Their family, deport their kids, they're all going back. Absolutely. And by the way, anybody who doesn't have this viewpoint, do not vote for them. Stay home until this is on the table. Because this should be on the table. This should be the entire table. So until that happens.
This is the reason why everything's going up. The supply and demand structure. There's so many people demanding it that the United States government and the tax-paying people cannot afford it. They can't.
I mean, there's no reason to even go out and vote. Really, there's no reason to go out and vote for any reason. Yeah, I mean, what is this?
If we go to Medicaid, you'll see that 86% are on Medicaid.
Seize everything they have, too? I wouldn't seize everything they have unless they're criminals. If they're criminals...
If they're defrauding the government, they need to be debanked. They need to be sent back butt-ass naked because everything they own, including the shirts off their backs and the shoes they're wearing, are all tax-paid money. It's all tax-paid money that paid for that.
They have any
That's
sort
your
of...
money. That's your hard-earned money that you go to work for, that they take out of your paycheck, paid for that.
History of fraud or anything like that, then I would seize all of their assets and then send them back with nothing. That is what I would do. But
they need to be debanked.
And they should be lucky. They're getting sent back. I think that's
any other country, they'd kill you. Any other country, they'd kill you.
Right? I mean, we're a reasonable group of people. All right, guys. Yep, you had your fun. Now it's time to go home. Yeah, I mean, you do this in another country, you're not going back, right?
Amen.
And so I'm a nice guy. What can I say? So yeah, seize it 3 times. Exactly. It's fraud. It is. That's going to change. It isn't complicated. Fraud plus government oversight failure equals inside jobs. Yeah.
So 89% of Somali immigrant families that have children are on some type of welfare in the United States.
Yeah, they're parasites. The fuck are, what else could they be?
89%.
It's ridiculous.
And this is coming from the Center for Immigration Studies.
Yeah.
Now, in the vast majority of cases, if someone is on Medicaid, they are a net recipient in tax dollars. Meaning the value of the benefits they receive from the government is more than they...
Wait, let me listen to that again. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Medicaid. They are a net recipient in tax dollars.
A net recipient. So a net recipient means a net negative.
meaning the value of the benefits they receive from the government is more than they pay into the federal tax system.
There it is.
There you go.
Again, that means they're a net recipient.
Yep.
They are taking from the system more than they're contributing to.
That's right. And
well, that's the reason why they ask you whenever you do your taxes at the end. Like, how many of you guys do your taxes at the end of the year, and you put down that you took out some form of aid, or like even whenever you got the stimulus checks from COVID, you had to put down that you got a stimulus check. It's because that shit's going to be taxed out of you. You just don't, like, your taxes are going to be slightly higher the coming year. You just won't really notice it, but they're going to tax you more. They're going to ask you how much you were getting a month, and then they'll factor that in and calculate that and start charging you more taxes based on your social. That's how that works. Not a lot of people know about that. But how can you charge someone more taxes if you don't have a social? See the problem there?
Know how bad it is because you're not counting the other things that they do that cost us money.
This is just one aspect of it.
So essentially 9 out of 10 Somali immigrant families that have children are taking more in dollars than they are giving to our federal tax system.
Let's hear that again.
They are taking from the system, contributing to the system. Children.
Isn't y'all?
Amount that are on Medicaid and not.
Well, I mean,
I feel like if you're an immigrant here, you shouldn't even be able to get on food stamps and Medicaid. You're not even a citizen, and you shouldn't have dual citizenship if you are. If you want to get on Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security, you should be forced to relinquish your citizenship to all foreign countries and become a full U.S. citizen. It's just kind of crazy.
The thing is that
this isn't even a question.
There, it should be gone. Hasn't the Somali GDP gone up like 10 billion? Well, if it has, I think I might know why. In what universe can someone justify that as a good thing? Well, the reason why people justify it,
so they're fucking stupid and they never have to deal with it. Of course, a rich person wouldn't care how much taxes are being taken out. They can already afford whatever they want.
Vote for their Donald Trump.
But when you scrape in the bottom of the barrel trying to pay rent and pay and get food, then obviously it's going to hit you more.
So really, whenever I not stick on all that, just the ground, don't.
They're luxury beliefs.
You see what I'm saying? And
phrase is not true. Anyway, that's all I got for now, guys. Just a reminder.
We
Oh, here we go. I wanted to see this.
Money.
Quality is that they need to
yes, sir.
Action to solve the problem. Is this the?
How you doing, man?
I just want to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Why are you sensationalizing?
Yes, sir.
New Minnesota man absolutely loses his mind during Nick Shirley's investigation. And a fraud accuses him of wanting the Somali community in concentration camp. Shirley was seen keeping his cool as the man grew increasingly unhinged. Man, you are attacking the Somali.
Why are you sensationalizing the propaganda?
He's being a journalist.
Sensationalizing.
To attack our community. What's your final objective?
We're not attacking your community.
If you don't, here's the thing. Check this out. So if you don't want to be associated with these people, then don't act like them. There you go. Like, if you're being a pusher, if you're selling drugs and you're getting pressed by somebody, then don't come across as aggressive. Or like, you know, like, don't. See, how could I word this? Because that was a bad way to word that. If you're sitting here and you're trying to defend this community, maybe you should separate yourself from this community because this community is about to come out as something bad. Instead of sitting here trying to be aggressive, maybe you should separate yourself from it, get some distance. Distance yourself.
Money from this?
We're looking for fraud.
No,
for instance,
Not the Somali community, but the community that you know is doing fraudulent shit. Separate yourself from it. Be better.
Where's Safari Transportation Company 607?
1 second.
It's not there.
How much money are you How much money are you making?
Dreamline Security.
How much money are you making
I make money
off
off
of
of
this?
YouTube. That's how I make my money.
Exactly. So you're making money off of sensationalizing.
That's my job.
And attacking the Somali community.
I'm not attacking you guys. We're asking.
He's attacking the people that are frauding the government.
The reason why this is happening. All right. Let me tell you the reason why you're attacking
fraud,
this.
Correct?
Yes.
This has nothing to do.
And it's really important that you guys keep this in
And
mind.
this is from what I understand. This is the reason why he got security. Whenever he went to more buildings after this, he actually did end up getting a security team.
These people act like a voting bloc.
Mm-hmm.
While they are encouraging other people not to be racist against them, they are completely racist.
And they're aggressive, too. You're going to see how aggressive. This guy gets really aggressive.
This is a complete own group and out group bias. They're defending fraud because it's being done by people that look like them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening. It's obvious.
And here's the thing, is that it's been going on for so long that people are starting to become numb to it. Now, whenever you hear someone say Nazi or racist or fascist, they just get ignored now, because when you say something over and over and over again towards somebody who sees what's going on, more people are going to see what's going on and be like, well, he's not racist if he just, sorry for being racist for thinking about American people. Like, I don't care. It goes from sorry for being racist, I'm not changing my mind, to, yeah, whatever, fuck it, I'm racist. I don't care. If caring about the American people means that I'm racist, then so be it.
With race?
If caring about where my tax money's going makes me a racist, then so be it. I don't want to pay for this.
Do with us being Muslim?
No, it does not.
All right, and us being from Africa.
Uh-huh.
This is a constitutional argument, so you don't want us here.
I love that they try to weaponize the Constitution against Americans. Bitch, you don't even, I can't even tell you how many people that popped into my chat whenever I was covering Charlie Kirk that had no idea what the fucking Constitution said. They didn't know a damn thing about the Constitution. They would always take, 3 words out of the entire First Amendment, and it's like, dude, you don't know the Constitution. Go and read the Constitution. You don't know what the fuck it says.
These people invoke the Constitution against you. They don't care about the Constitution.
They're just gonna take it and reword word go read the Constitution, go read the amendments. You do all this stuff and you don't even know what the fuck it says.
They only care about the Constitution.
It is funny because it went from your amendments, it's freedom of speech, to go read the Constitution. They're saying that because not a whole lot of people have read the Constitution. Not a handful of people actually know what the Constitution says.
That they can weaponize it against you to further steal and become parasites in your country.
Yeah.
They don't care about it. They don't give a shit about it.
They don't even know what the fuck it says.
Do not even.
It is funny because it's unconstitutional what Ilhan Omar is doing. She has a blood feud in a foreign country of Somalians that are killing each other. She comes here with her group of people and outvotes the other group to disenfranchise them in America. And they want to sit here and say that we should read the Constitution? That's so unconstitutional, it's not even funny.
In the argument. By engaging with the argument,
you lose. Yeah. No, you don't ever... I learned this even whenever I was working at whenever I was working as a self-checkout person at Walmart. If someone's trying to ruin your day, it doesn't matter what you do. Their goal is to ruin your day. That's what they do. That's what they're bred for. Whenever they walk through that door, they don't give a shit what's going on. They're there to ruin your day.
Because you're basically dealing with somebody who's trying to lie to you.
Yeah.
Somebody who's trying to misrepresent things to you. They treat it as weakness, not empowerment. Exactly. He said Constitution like it was a spell. Yep, that's right. And that's what they do, is that they use...
Well, the thing is they used to use racist, fascist, and Nazi the same way. And it kind of caught a lot of people off guard, but now that it's being thrown around so fucking much, nobody fucking cares anymore. It doesn't bother anyone because it's been thrown around so much. People have become, completely desensitized to it.
Use against you in the most cynical way possible while embodying and agreeing with none of them. They only have your values to the extent that those values can be weaponized in their favor.
Yep.
That's it. They're engaging in bad faith. Yes. Never let somebody in bad faith dictate a conversation or engage what they're saying. There's no reason.
It's only a trap. Anytime you try to come at these people, it's only going to devolve and it's never going to be in good faith. It's never going to be the truth. It's always going to be, well, you're just like, you can come at them with a fact and then they're just going to get more aggressive. That's all it evolves into. It never goes anywhere. It's never worth your time. Just ignore them, walk away. If you have security, make sure that security's aware, but like, don't ever engage with these people because you want to I learned this at Walmart. You want to come at these people with a indifferent attitude. Don't engage with the conversation. Try to diffuse the situation. Don't ever engage with them. Just ignore them.
Change the freedom of religion. Say, listen, you don't want Muslims.
Because they're just going to call you racist. They're going to call you sexist. They're going to call you all these names. It's never going to be it's never a factor of you persuading them. It's a factor of them trying to make you feel uncomfortable and threatened. That's what it boils down to.
We're not saying.
If they keep this up, people are going to say that. That's what's funny. Is that the more that they push this, like, oh, we're all the same, we're all Muslims, you just don't like us because we're Muslim, it's going to
then it's going to make people not like Muslims. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. This isn't your country. This is America. America is built on Christianity. It's built with the Lord in mind. I'm not a big, like, religious person. I think it's all kind of silly because no one can truly know what the higher power is if there is one. I'd like to believe there is one. No one knows because when you die, you're fucking dead. That's just it. Like, how could you possibly know if you're dead?
People say eventually, yeah, actually we are. You have to leave now. It's going to make it a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
No. Because when I go onto your comments, when I go onto your comments, what I see is
somebody gets pressed in the comment section and they show up in real life. Oh God, here we go.
There's people that say we do not want Muslims here. Kick every single Muslim in Minnesota.
And he's really going off of the one. He's going off of the one person. Let me see. Like maybe there's one comment that's like that. Let me see.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going.
Oh, he's gonna have to do another fraud thing. Hit it 200,000. I don't see anyone saying anything about fucking. I don't see anybody sitting here bitching about Muslims. Bros on crack. Remember, kids, crack is whack.
Absolutely. Yeah, 100% that's what people think. Of course. And the reason why they think that is because instead of taking personal accountability, you display that aren't every.
Well, it's not that they don't want to take personal accountability. They want to get away with the scam for as long as they can. That's what it boils down to. That's totally what it is.
Yeah.
For the side of Minnesota.
You see kind of what's happening here?
Out of Minnesota.
That's a comment.
You're preparing for the Somali community to maybe be taken to concentration camps. Just like the Japanese community.
Bro, ain't nobody taking your bitch ass to no concentration camp. You're fucking retarded. Shut the fuck up, loser.
All right.
Bad actors trying to use association to a bigger group as a shield. Yeah. They're trying to use it as a shield to drag down the entire group. Exactly. The Japanese. What's he talking about Japanese for?
To maybe be taken to concentration camps. Just like the Japanese community. All right?
Concentration camps. See, this is like you can.
You know, it's funny that he says that because that was during World War II and they got reparations for that. So what's the big deal? Nothing happened to them. How is this even like? So what? You got locked up for a little while, and then you got a big fat paycheck. Who the fuck cares?
See very clearly, this is like
it was just to make sure we had no spies. That's all it was.
Mode of like emotional,
and
messaging.
Even still, so we learned from our prior mistakes.
And emotional blackmail, right? Where it's, oh, do you remember concentration camps? Do you remember racism, Islamophobia? You don't like us because
we live in the day and age where we don't need to put people in concentration camps. We can, the government can tap into whatever the fuck it wants. They could turn off the power to the grid where you're staying and use a heat gun to see where you're at in your house. There's military tech that is levels above what we even know, that they could cipher out anybody who's a spy if they wanted to.
This is
we
like,
don't
you know,
need
the
concentration
Japanese
camps anymore.
Camps in World War II. No, all they're doing is they're just weaponizing your values against you.
Of course.
Never even play into this.
You're sensational.
Never play into it.
Or something that can that's something that can jeopardize the safety and the protection of the Somali
Volume shit. Volume's fine.
Happens
What do
to
you
the
mean?
Somali community. Listen,
Volume's fine.
I'm not physically touching you. You're getting very close. I'm not physically touching you. No, I'm not physically touching you.
Yep.
This is fraud.
What you're doing, when I go into your comments, people who hate Muslims want us out of.
Absolutely.
And I love how the comments don't even bring up Muslim culture. Not even once. They're all talking about the fraud. They're all talking about the fraud, brother. They're all talking about the fraud. No one cares about what fucking race or religion you are. It's the fact that you have a group of people that are committing fraud. Get them the fuck out or put them in jail if they're citizens. Debank them. Fucking seize all their assets. Sell all their assets at auction for a high value. And put all that money back into the federal funding.
People that hate Muslims are going to be in the comments of a video of a group that's primarily Muslim doing something bad. Duh. What are you, fucking retarded? Obviously, that's the case.
Here for being
like if you watch a video of like a fat person falling down,
it's kind of crazy because he's right. I remember whenever I had started talking about the politics stuff, and I kind of I have a lot of the same viewpoints that has, like almost all of them that have the same viewpoints as Asman, and it's like people think that he's racist, but I'm not racist. I'm patriotic. Like, I ran into burning buildings. I put out fires for Americans, for people. I would do it for anybody. I don't care if they're I don't care what race, religion, or culture they're from. I don't care. Someone's in danger, man. We got to help them. We got to get them out of there. If they're illegal, then deport them afterwards. But still, like it doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is I had people coming into my comments being like, oh, man, this is the racist guy. And it's like, I'm not racist. I mean, I don't know where you're getting that from, but nothing here is racist. Patriotic. And if you want to call it racist, then fuck off. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I'm not your fucking parent. Seriously,
the
like...
comments is going to be a bunch of people that don't like fat people. If you watch a video of a white person doing something stupid and then looking dumb, you're...
Are we the only community?
Well, 89%'s pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
I mean, that's pretty bad. Like, I mean, we're really gonna act like this is not bad? It's really bad. But we're talking about, like, I mean, obviously it's not everybody, but like 89% though?
That's a lot.
Damn, that's a big percentage. That's a massive percentage, bro. Like, wow.
That's fraud. Are we the only community?
And see how aggressive he's getting as well? See how aggressive he is?
All right, but there's what, 300 Somali providers in all of Minnesota?
There's 300? He's got some work to do. Oh, this guy's saying everybody knows that. The thing is, it'd be great to have this shit over there.
Listen, let me tell you something.
See, this isn't a race issue,
listen, let me say something.
This is about fraud.
You never argue with these people.
Yeah, don't argue with them.
Never debate with them. It doesn't matter what you tell them. It doesn't matter what they say. Literally, it is a total waste of time.
You have to meet these people with the mindset that they're paid to go out there and harass you. They're not there to... It's kind of like a bouncer. They're not there to talk to you. They're there to get you the fuck out of the club because you fucked up. That's what their job is. Like, think of it as somebody doing a job. Like, They're not there to talk to you or be like persuaded the opposite direction. They're there to make you uncomfortable.
It's like trying to debate in orders ran. I'm in this way. See, to just need to see.
Even it's 2,000 providers.
Yeah, you can't use logic on a person doesn't care about logic.
Exactly. They don't care.
Explain something to a person that doesn't want to listen.
Because of fucking 2,000 providers? Are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it.
Because of fucking 2,000 providers? Are you?
Yeah.
You should have done it. Yeah,
and
you
also
shouldn't.
the safety. What do you mean the safety? The safety of you getting our benefits, living off our shit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that should be on the fucking chopping block.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Are you stupid? I'm not stupid. You're stupid. You're sensationalizing. What about if a mass shooting happens in Minnesota? It will be because of you.
If a mass shooting happens?
There's mass shootings happening all over the country. Planes are dropping out of the air on top of fucking vehicles, bro. Constantly in the U.S. You just don't see it.
See, this is it, right? It's like it's again.
You know why it's not being covered is because it doesn't affect Americans like fraud like this does. Because every tax-paying dollar that is making everything in our economy skyrocket in price is going towards this. Going towards stuff like this all over the country. Not just to the Somali community, to every community that is illegally here or frauding the government.
You know, somebody might get mad at us for doing this. So basically now you can't criticize us because if you do, something bad could happen to me. Why isn't he this mad at the people scamming? Exactly. Like,
right?
Because what he should be doing is he should be going to these different, if you're actually an American, which you're not an American, you need to be deported immediately. And you need to be
that's why they're doing it, is because they know that the jig is up. This guy knows that once this guy published this video that the jig was up, and it's done.
Rounded up by ICE and deported and sent back to Somalia, wherever the fuck you came from. Number one, you're not an American. Number two, besides that, if theoretically you were, you should be at those businesses saying, hey guys, stop fucking scamming, stop doing this shit, it's making us look bad, and you're destroying our image in the community.
And I do feel bad for the Somalians that are here that just want the American dream, and they're down there grinding in the trenches like every other American. I do feel really bad for those people. I do. I feel so bad for those people that are gonna feel the repercussions from this. I do. I absolutely do. I could look at a Somalian that works at a company, if I own a company, and see a hard worker, but if I'm probably a select few that aren't racist and aren't automatically gonna criteria them as a scammer, you know? And it's just sad to think that.
Do you think this is red herring to bigger fraud at a much higher level? It's not a red herring, but it's more or less the tip of the iceberg. I think that I actually think this. I genuinely think that there is over $1 trillion of fraud in the budget.
I agree.
Over gives a shit. Now we.
Any Somali gets hurt in Minnesota is because of Nick.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, get him out.
Who gives a shit? Like, what are we supposed to do? Oh my God! Now we can't criticize Somalians because somebody could get hurt. I don't care. Who cares?
Shirley. If any Somali...
It's emotional. It's emotional manipulation. That's what it is. Never play into emotional manipulation.
Yeah, it is. They're trying to play on your emotions, trying to do mental gymnastics. It's shit that we've all dealt with from our own American people, and people are just tired of it, man. It's not working anymore.
Sensationalize this. Get the fuck out of our neighborhood. Get the fuck out of our neighborhood.
I love how this Somalian is saying, get out of our neighborhood on American soil. That's crazy.
We don't want you here.
You can see how they manufacture consent to be violent, right? Is that they create an imaginary scenario where he is the one that's manifesting violence against them, and they use that imaginary scenario to manufacture consent for them to be violent against him.
Yep. That's crazy.
Oh, your neighborhood. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You want to situation right? You want to click?
Yeah.
You want to get the fuck out of this motherfucker. Say I don't want Muslims here. Say I don't want Muslims here. Say it. Say I want to change the Constitution and I want to change freedom of religion.
I do. I do. I want to change it to where if you're going to immigrate here, then you have to abide by our rules and our laws. You have to assimilate with American culture. You have to learn English. I would change I think a lot of Americans would change the Constitution. That's why it's there. The Constitution was designed in a way to be altered because times change. Evolutions need to be made. Duh. That's why it's made the way it is.
Even engage with these people for even a second. No, they don't care about the Constitution. You don't care about freedom of religion. You don't care about any of that stuff. None of that matters to you. Shut up.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
It's not even worth responding to.
It's not. No, it's not.
This country,
Yep.
you have to take the passport away from me. That is what you are.
Do that. Okay. All right. He acts like this is impossible. like we can't do that.
You can.
Get the fuck out of our community.
What's crazy is that fraud has always been illegal. It doesn't matter what culture or race you are. It's illegal.
Right.
It's illegal.
Oh man, I'm actually
what a
surprised
joke.
This reach
What an actual joke, man. We're gonna watch a Midwest safety video, and I'm rolling up out of here.
North and 84. There's no guys pulling over, and it's gonna be a pursuit.
Oh, stolen vehicle. W Midwest safety. Hell yeah, Midwest safety. Let's go, Midwest safety.
Call it up, please. Pursuit northbound 84 Adams E. Paul 8347. A white Hyundai, one occupant, stolen vehicle.
I got it. That's what's calling out. We're heading northbound towards I-94. Speeds are about 65. Traffic light right now. Pursuit of a stolen white Hyundai headed northbound on
This dude, this has arrested twice in one day. Is this real?
I-94. Speeds are approximately.
So does this guy manage to get out after this high-speed chase and get arrested again later? That dude,
right now.
There's no way, right? Surely there's no way.
All right, continuing northbound. He's going to make a U-turn to go back southbound at Honey Creek.
Man, you better do that pit before he speeds up. Get him.
94 right now.
Woo! I love how aggressive this cop is being, by the way. W cop.
Hit. See what happens.
Come on, man. End it early. Come on. Get him. Damn.
Alright, come back over on 94, headed towards Fond du Lac. We're headed westbound on 94 towards Fond du Lac. He's going low speed though.
Headed to the DA's office, ready in case 1368.
Alright, we're still going westbound on 94. We're going to be heading towards the Chicago Loop right now. Going north on 41. Alright, now we're headed towards Fond du Lac. Up in 94. Fond du Lac.
Oh, spikes. Bro, this department is cooking. Holy crap. Bro, they're on it.
Sticks are missed.
Echo 102, checking your status.
Alright, we're still headed northbound now on I-41. We're in lane number 3.
Oh, this department is super aggressive. Where was this at? I wish I knew where this was at. This kind of looks like Houston.
Traffic's about medium-ish, but not a problem right now. Gonna cross over into lane number 2
it's gonna say right.
3.
It doesn't say. Damn it.
14, your case number is 2952-2952. Continuing northbound, coming up on Watertown Plank Road, lane 1. Speeds are still about 80 miles an hour. We're coming up to a little bit of traffic here as we approach Mayfair, head north. West Delta pursuit of stolen white Hyundai, moving over across all lanes of traffic right now. Probably going to get off here at Mayfair.
I think it may be exiting it.
Sheriff's with us as well.
He's not even going that fast. What the heck is this guy doing? You think maybe he's trying to buy time so he can take whatever he's got in the car?
80 miles an hour. Traffic still medium is not a problem. Let us know when you're getting close to Capitol. Continuing north.
Bro, this looks like Houston. I would not be surprised if this was somewhere in Houston or in Texas. This looks like Houston. It looks kind of like Galveston, Houston area.
We'll probably be getting off on north here. Getting off on North Avenue. Gonna transfer back out of the expressway. Still going northbound past North Avenue.
Denver, continue northbound.
What does that sign say?
Denver,
This
continue
looks like Houston, dude.
Okay, continuing northbound. Coming up on Burleigh. Speeds are about 80 to 85. Lane number 3.
That's got to be so nerve-wracking to be on the side of the road like that, trying to on the side of the interstate like that, trying to deploy spikes. That's gotta suck, man.
What lane and what kind of car?
Trying to hit the like right vehicle and all that traffic. You know?
Continuing northbound past Burleigh,
Because then if he's on like the far left lane, then you've got to cross all that traffic, get to the left, and then it's just and try not to get hit.
Alright. Joseph has 6 North Capitol. Past Burleigh coming up on Capitol, lane number 2. Speeds are about 80, 85 right now. Traffic's still okay for us.
Copy. Lane 2.
Joseph has 6 at Capitol.
He's coming up on it.
Coming up to Capitol right now.
He's not going to be able to dodge this either.
Right turn lane only. Passing traffic on the right.
Oh. Is this it? Is this it right here? Oh, there it is.
What's Capitol drivers right now signaling that they're going to get off the expressway.
Where's that at?
What's Capitol drivers right now signaling that they're going to get off the expressway. Let those know we're getting off the expressway right now.
Oh, so much for that.
Hey, he might U-turn. He might U-turn to get back on. He might U-turn. I would just...
Watch what's next.
Oh, he's going right.
Alright. Got on the Capitol. We're going to go westbound. On Capitol.
Damn, bro.
Brookfield Mill, we're coming their way right now. Coming up to High 100.
Your patch.
We're heading up to High 100 right now. Just going to try to get stuck in the intersection. We'll see what happens. Right, 124 right now.
Coming up to you now.
Are you going to go... He's going back south on 124. Brookfield's with us. Rig out, trying to get up to 124 in that Burleigh right now. We're trying to pit it here right now.
Oh!
All right, just jumped into the parking lot at the store here. Lost control, crashed. It's back out on the road.
Bro's panicking now that he went from one cop to 3 of them following him. Oh, he's shitting himself now. Oh, is he going to stop? Nope, he's going to keep going.
Right now, Brookfield's got right behind it. It's coming back out to a 124.
Oh, there's 4 cars now. There's 4 cops. Oh, yeah, he's panicking now. He was playing cool now that he thought there weren't that many cops following him, but now he's realizing there's a lot of cops following him. Oh! Oh, he's running. Got a runner.
Foot bail. You got him. I'm chasing that guy. He went across. All right, he's going in the Jimmy John's right now. Get on the ground now!
Yep, there it went. Bro thought. I love to see it.
Don't move! All right, I think we got the driver in custody right now. The Jimmy John's lot, Brookfield. The car might have one more guy in it, not sure yet. I've got the driver in custody, taser deployed. You got scissors? Taser. No, don't run next time, partner. Got anything on you? Any weapons or guns?
Damn, he hit the ground hard.
I got you.
While officers...
God, bro, they were on him like a hornet's nest. Did you see how many cops are there? Jesus.
I got you.
God.
Officers may have the suspect in custody for now. After getting medical clearance at a nearby hospital,
is he gonna run?
The suspect manages to do the unexpected.
Here, stand up. Okay.
Oh! That's crazy. Holy crap. He's fast, too. Damn, he's fast.
112, the male at the hospital is taking off. Southwest Farm Lamp.
Eastbound on 88, eastbound. Just south of Lincoln.
Damn, where'd he go?
I'm by 87 Hayes Place. I don't see him anymore.
Over the next 3 hours, officers continue searching for the suspect with no luck. However, officers get their first lead when a report comes in of strange noises coming from someone's garage in the vicinity of the hospital.
Oh, here we go.
That's his shoes right there.
There's shoes. Hey, shoes. You see him? Come out right now.
What an idiot. Bro, why would you stick around? You're a dumbass. He could have got away, too, you idiot. It's a Fuji! Hey, you good boy.
Yep, I got one here.
Oh, oh, oh!
Dog's coming, dog's coming.
Ooh, bro, heard that dog and was like, nuh-uh. Hungry whimper, hungry whimper. He said, I don't want nothing to do with that dog, man. I will turn myself in. No, sir.
The suspect, Charles, was taken into custody a second time and promptly transported to jail. He was charged with criminal damage to property, second-degree recklessly endangering safety, fleeing, eluding, escape, felony bail jumping, driving a vehicle without consent, and resisting obstructing. With 6
oh, so he did steal the car.
Enhanced with a habitual criminality repeater modifier. Charles pled guilty to criminal damage to property, second-degree recklessly endangering safety, and fleeing, eluding, with the rest of the charges being dismissed.
So he took a plea deal.
Sentenced to 3 years in the Wisconsin State Prison System and 2 years of extended supervision.
Control isn't lost in a fight, it's lost in one brief moment. And that moment normally doesn't look dramatic. It's the smallest motions, a hand on a door, a glance at the radio, just a half-a-second delay. And that's all it takes because control doesn't get taken, it leaks, and fear does not wait for permission. Handcuffs never calm people down.
And fear didn't wait for permission whenever he was getting out of that car, whenever he heard that dog. He said, nope.
And a corner
this ass ain't getting bit today, son.
Or tomorrow. They just want air and freedom. That's exactly why cops keep their hands free, because once attention splits between two things, control does have a clock on it. The crazy part is a cuffed suspect running around doesn't reset anything. It forces officers to abandon containment and switch to recovery, which means wider searches, more force options, and fewer chances to slow it back down. Custody is where professionalism gets tested the hardest, not by violence, but by routine, fatigue, and by thinking this part is easy. Danger doesn't announce itself anymore. It waits for comfort.
Well, that's how firefighters die. Whenever I was going through my college, like, they said that firefighters usually don't die from, like an experienced firefighter will typically die because they became laxed on the job and they didn't treat every scene like it was the first of its kind. You can't get laxed on a scene, man. You can't. Like, something as simple as this, not expecting this dude to get up and immediately, like, take off. Like I said, you get lax, you get lazy.
Second comfort creeps in, control is gone, and what felt safe a moment ago suddenly isn't. Always remember, handcuffs don't stop fear, it traps it, and trapped fear doesn't negotiate. It moves, and it moves quickly.
Mm-hmm. That's right. W Midwest Safety. Hell yeah, Midwest Safety. All right, I'm rolling up out of here for 4 days. Be back on Monday, boys. Monday, fun day. I'm rolling out. Peace. Stay safe out there. How does it do this? That's so weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Whatever. Remove. Whatever. I'm rolling up out of here. See you guys on Monday. Peace.